What's up, guys? Today I'll be showing you how to take out your stock factory control arms and put on these beautiful Kryptonites. So let's get into it. All right, now you guys can really see the difference between the boxed Kryptonite versus the stamped steel stock ones. Kryptonite, I love how you can just switch out a ball joint without having to replace the entire control arm. It gives you greasable fittings up here on the bushings. This one doesn't. The stamped steel, they'll work, but they're not the best for your truck. This one is really going to hold up for the entire life of the truck. And of course, when you're doing these, you might as well just spend a little bit extra and get their alignment pin kit. Nothing wrong with these, just these are a little bit old, crusty. Putting on a brand new shiny part, might as well put more brand new shiny parts. So let's get these installed. All right, so over here on the passenger side of the truck, you can see still have the stock one in. We're gonna jack up the truck and take the wheel off. My favorite place to jack up the truck is on the front. You come under here and there'll be that little plate right there. That is the best place to lift it up in the front. And then you're gonna need a second jack to lift up the suspension, but we'll get to that when we get the old one off. So let's get to that right now. Okay, so first thing you guys wanna do is take off the ABS sensor and the brake line mount off of the control arm. And then after you get those two done, we're gonna loosen up this 18mm nut right here. And we're gonna leave some threads so when this pops off out of the spindle hub, it's not gonna take our face off, it's just gonna pop up, and then the threads are gonna save it from swinging up. It could hit us, could something bad. And then once that pops up, we get that off. We can loosen these, and then these should just slide right out of the actual control arm mount itself. And then you should literally just be able to pull this out, no problems whatsoever. So let's get after it and you guys can see how it's done. So as you guys saw, it just popped right out, and the nut right there actually held it on. So now we can finish taking the nut off, and then we're gonna use 21mm. Do not try and loosen this side, only the nut. You will break the bolt if you're trying to loosen it on this side. So just loosen the inside nuts and then push it out and it'll slide right out. So let's get at it. Okay, so once you get that out, you can literally pull those bolts out. And this is a Texas truck, so I am literally just gonna be able to, if we can get rid of this ABS sensor in the way, pull it out, and there we go. Let's get the new one in, and I'll show you guys that right now.
It really doesn't.
as you guys can see, we got the new one somewhat on. We still got to get it in the hub, but you want to snug these down enough to where it holds the bolt together, but not so much where you can't move it up and down, because you don't want to tighten it just yet. You want to get it in the ball joint and the suspension loaded before you tighten these two, and honestly even this one as well. So let's snug these up, lift it up, get the ball joint in, and I'll show you guys how to get this part all shimmed up and ready for your truck. Okay, as you guys just saw, it was a bit of a struggle, but we got it in. We got the nut right here started, and then we're gonna tighten it all the way up. And then what I like to do is jack up the suspension slightly off the jack that's actually holding the truck, and then tighten down these two bolts and the actual ball joint itself, and then it should be properly torqued down, and I'll show you guys that in a second. Alright, so as you guys just saw, I have the suspension loaded up. I tightened down the castle nut down here. These shims are included with the kit. It's just to line up the castle nut with the pin, the cotter pin. It's nice and good. Got to still tighten that down a little bit. These two are both as tightened down as I can get them. And then you do have to do an alignment after you get this done. But let me come over here, show you guys this side. Sorry, I was working last night. So this is it completely installed. I did put a bolt right here. It said to use zip ties, but I didn't really trust it that much. I did just zip tie this side. That's what the instructions say to do. That's what I did. As you can see, it looks very nice. And we're off to get an alignment, and that's exactly how you install everything. Alright guys, that's going to be a wrap for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed and can't wait to see it on your trucks.